Broadcasting live from Houston, from the space city to the world. You are watching Now Media Television.
Hey, welcome back to BizTalk TV. I'm your business guide, Michael Rager, with my good friend, Roland Parker from Impress Computers. Roland, how are you today?
Hey, Michael, I'm doing great. A little bit chilly today, though.
It was warm when I swear to God, Roland, I went out at 5 this morning. Is when I got up. I was out there early. It was warm. I got out of my car to get here, and it was cold. I'm like, what the heck? It's just kind of
Houston weather can be kind of bipolar sometimes.
It is. It's that time of the bipolar year. So let's talk about this. We're going to talk about emails and HIPAA compliance. You know, what do you got to do if you want a company that has to be HIPAA compliant? What do you got to do to protect your emails and protect your clients?
So HIPAA does actually allow you to send information via email. So they have something called PHI, which is protected health information, but you've got to do it in a secure way. So obviously you can't use a free email like Yahoo, Gmail, or anything like that. And it should be encrypted. So if it's encrypted on your side and you send it securely, they do allow it. But we still recommend that you try and use a patient portal wherever possible. So let's have a look at it. You got PHI, but there's also PII. So this would then apply to CPAs or anybody really sending and receiving emails that would contain things like social security numbers, credit card information. And what you don't realize, you're sending an email from your computer to the other person's computer, but it bounces off probably 4 different servers. So sending information via email is not always very secure, especially when the recipient is then using a Gmail, a Yahoo, an AOL, or who knows what.
Oh, it's we're talking about this. If you don't have an email address that is Roland at the name of your company, you don't really have a business, number one. And number 2 is you're not protecting your clients. So what you're saying right now is, a lot of what you're talking about is going to a lot of white collar professionals. So you're looking at medical facilities, you're looking at law firms, CPA firms, bookkeepers, all those white collar professionals.
And they're corresponding with your patient or with your client, and you have to transfer information. So like if you're a CPA, you've got you've got everything related to them. You've got their social security numbers, you've got date of birth, you've got their tax returns. You should never send that type of information via email. And if you do, you've got to make sure it's encrypted. So you really want to have a better system of transferring that type of information. A secure portal or a way for your customer or your patient to upload that information or enter that information. Sending it via email is very risky. And even if you do send it secure and you say, hey, I'm doing everything on my end, you're still putting that client or that patient at risk if you're sending it to them and they've got a Yahoo or a Gmail or an AOL. So you can do everything and you can say, yes, I've protected myself, but you've really got to look at, am I really doing the best thing for my client, for my patient? Because you can send it securely, you can put it encrypted, but if they've got a free Gmail, they can be exposed.
Okay,
So
you mentioned portals. So now I own a business and I need to collect, sensitive information. Is my web developer gonna, put that portal in? Are there plugins, or do we need to hire a specialized, developer that's really, really knowledgeable about this protection?
Yeah. So if you do work with your website person, you've got to make sure that they know that this is going to have a place to contain secure information. So it's got to be encrypted, it's got to be secure. We use a platform called Ignite that you can have it plugged in, but you give the person the ability with a login and information to be able to put that secure information that gets deposited onto that server, and then you move it off. So that's a far better way than sending it electronically via email, just because of, emails are always getting compromised. And the fact that it bounces off 4 different servers before the recipient even gets to it.
So where does my legal where does my legal responsibility move? I'm doing everything. to send information to my client, but my client wants to use these unsecured emails, when does it become their responsibility versus my responsibility as a business owner?
So your real responsibility is to make sure, yes, I'm sending it securely. If it's got identifiable information, either PII or PHI, then you've got to send it encrypted. If you send it encrypted, you're protected. And it's up to that in person. If they decide that they're going to correspond by using free emails, then that responsibility lies on them. You've done everything on your part. We're just saying, well, just because people don't know what they don't know, it's better to give them a better option and say, this is how I'd prefer to deal with you. If you insist on me sending it to you via email, I'm going to send it secured. If you send it back to me and you're going to give me your credit card information of unsecured email, that onus is on you. But I think as a business owner, you still need to make sure that you give them a second option that is more secure.
Yeah, I know me, I get some of my clients pay me in credit card like that, and we've got a portal through our accounting section. And the last thing I want as a business owner is I don't want to be carrying somebody's credit card information.
Don't give me your information.
I don't want
your credit card. It can be kept in a secure, encrypted merchant portal where they know that they've got that. Don't send it to me. Don't give it to me. I don't want it. I don't want to keep your information.
You should see me carry my own crap, let alone you give me yours. So Roland, people want to get a hold of you and get some things fixed and really upgrade their systems. How do they get a hold of you?
Best thing to do, give us a call, 281-647-9977, or just go straight to our website, impresscomputers.tech. That's IMPRESS, computers.tech. You can schedule a meeting with me directly. We'll come down there, sit down with you and find out what's the best way to keep you secure, keep your customers' data secure, and keep you protected.
Well, that's awesome. That's some good stuff. And remember, it's your job as a business owner to protect your client just as well as you're protecting yourself.